In a far-off land, there was a traveler who had been journeying for days. He had been walking for so long that his feet ached, and his stomach growled with hunger. As he trudged along the dusty road, he wondered if he would ever find shelter and a warm meal. Just as he was about to give up hope, he saw a small village up ahead. His heart lifted at the sight, and he picked up his pace, eager to find a place to rest. As he entered the village, he saw a humble little house with a small garden out front. The traveler approached the door and knocked. A woman opened the door, and the traveler asked if he could rest there for the night. The woman looked at the traveler with kind eyes and said, "Of course, you are welcome to stay with us. We may not have much, but what we have is yours." The traveler was overjoyed at her kindness and thanked her profusely. He was ushered inside and given a warm meal, a comfortable bed, and a hot bath. The woman and her family treated him as if he were a dear friend, and the traveler felt grateful and at home. The next day, the traveler set out on his journey once again, feeling renewed and refreshed by his stay in the village. As he walked, he pondered the woman's kindness and generosity. He wondered why someone who had so little would be willing to give so much. As he journeyed, he encountered more people, each with their own unique stories of hospitality and kindness. From the shepherd who shared his meager lunch to the old woman who gave him a warm shawl, the traveler was moved by the generosity of those he met. As he traveled further, the traveler realized that the true meaning of hospitality was not about wealth or material possessions. It was about opening one's heart to others, about treating strangers as friends and offering a helping hand to those in need. He also realized that true hospitality was not limited to the wealthy or privileged. It was a virtue that could be found in anyone, regardless of their circumstances. It was a choice, a way of life, a commitment to generosity and kindness. As the traveler journeyed on, he carried the lessons of hospitality with him, sharing them with all he met. He saw the world through a new lens, one that valued human connection and kindness above all else. Years later, the traveler returned to the village where he had first learned the true meaning of hospitality. He went to the woman's house and knocked on the door. She answered and was overjoyed to see him again. The traveler thanked her for her kindness all those years ago, and told her how it had changed his life. The woman smiled and said, "My dear traveler, you are the one who taught me about hospitality. You reminded me of the value of opening one's heart to others, and you showed me the power of kindness and generosity." The traveler was moved by her words and realized that he had not only been a recipient of hospitality, but also a giver of it. Through his kindness and gratitude, he had taught others about the true meaning of hospitality. From that day forward, the traveler continued to journey, spreading the lessons of hospitality and kindness to all he met. He knew that no matter where life took him, he would always carry with him the memory of the woman who had welcomed him into her home and taught him the true meaning of hospitality. Through the traveler's journey, we see the transformative power of hospitality and kindness. He learns that true hospitality is not just a one-time act of kindness, but a way of life. It is a commitment to treating others with respect and dignity, and a willingness to go out of one's way to make others feel welcomed and valued. As the traveler continues his journey, he encounters more people who teach him about the true meaning of hospitality. He meets a group of nomads who invite him to share their food and shelter, a family who takes him in during a storm, and a young girl who gives him a small gift as a token of gratitude. Each encounter teaches the traveler more about the power of human connection and kindness. He realizes that no matter where he goes, there are always people willing to offer hospitality and kindness to strangers. Years later, the traveler reflects on his journey and realizes that the lessons he learned about hospitality have transformed his life. He has become a more compassionate and empathetic person, and has dedicated his life to spreading kindness and generosity wherever he goes. He knows that the true meaning of hospitality lies not in material possessions or wealth, but in the connections we make with others. He sees the world as a tapestry of different cultures, beliefs, and experiences, all woven together by the common thread of humanity. The traveler's story teaches us that hospitality is not just about welcoming strangers into our homes, but about opening our hearts and minds to new experiences and perspectives. It reminds us that no matter how different we may seem on the surface, we are all connected by the bonds of our shared humanity. In conclusion, the story of the traveler who learned the true meaning of hospitality is a powerful reminder of the transformative power of kindness and human connection. It teaches us that true hospitality is not about material possessions or wealth, but about opening our hearts and minds to others and treating them with dignity and respect. Through the traveler's journey, we see how small acts of kindness can transform the world around us, one person at a time. The traveler's story inspires us to embrace the power of hospitality and kindness, and to see the world through a lens of empathy, compassion, and understanding.